Hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new to the show, welcome. My name is Charli. I'm your host this evening with Chat with Charli. I'm super excited to see everybody today. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. I do want to have a wonderful person that y'all know, that y'all love, join our show today. And that is going to be our moderator, which is Christine. And we're going to do just a little talk before I begin to take any questions or anything like that. I think the energy has been kind of hokey out there, and I thought it would be cool if I had somebody come on and give their feedback, their comments, and you can hear from a couple of people who are experienced as shaman and what we're experiencing. So let's bring Christine on now.
Hello.
Wow, that was like super big. How are you doing?
Doing good.
Good. Yeah. So how have you been like the last 2 weeks? Wow, this is gonna keep popping up. So I apologize if I'm reaching, but it just keeps popping up on me.
Yeah. I have been noticing a lot. No, see, as practitioners, I think people expect us to be joyous and happy and like, oh, flowery all the time. That is not the case. It is not.
Yeah.
I have been irritable, kind of angry and cranky. Dealing with stuff, right? So and I feel it around everywhere I go. Walk into Walmart, it's there. We'll walk into my kids' open houses, all three of them is there, and it's a little nutty, it's a little crazy, but we're all working through it. We're all working through it.
Yeah, I have a lot of my clients, a lot of students, a lot of just personal reading clients who are saying the same thing, and I feel like the energy is just really hard to grapple with that's out there. So I'll repeat what I said earlier to a friend of mine, which is I feel like this last 2 weeks, it's really been the universe kind of smacking everybody's ass saying, here's everything you forgot to do that you should have taken care of that you didn't take care of.
Oh.
And you're like, oh, wow, I can't believe that. Yeah, so I don't know if you've experienced that, but I certainly have, and I know a lot of people else have.
Yeah, I feel like for me, like just what you said, it's hey, you were supposed to get this done. Oh, you were supposed to clean out your kids' closets because they don't have anywhere to go, and now I'm doing that. And my living room, no, my living room, my foyer to my front door is covered in crap. And good luck trying to come over and visit because you can't.
Yeah. Yeah. Good luck in that.
Yeah, good luck. So it's just like when I do when I clear out my house, everything's going through the front door. Everything will be going out through that front door because I don't need it anymore. So
right.
It's kind of cool in that aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's little things like an email that I overlooked, or one that I knew I had, that's probably a better statement. I knew I had to respond to, but then it got put on the back burner. And then it's like, all this time has passed. What have you been doing? Why haven't you followed up on that? Stupid little things. And then you're like, oh yeah, I should have mailed that document out. I should have done X, Y, and Z,
Mm-hmm.
And you really want to get upset at somebody, but then you look at yourself and you're the reason why. So it's very challenging in that regard. But I know before we came on, we were talking about the new moon that's coming up in just a few days.
Mm-hmm.
And that particular moon, as you pointed out, was the Virgo moon.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a doozy. This particular new moon is going to affect Gemini and Virgos primarily. And anybody who's dealt with Mercury retrograde understands the planet Mercury, which rules Gemini and Virgo. And it's just going to be a really crappy kind of time for those particular folks. It's going to involve communication, obviously, and wanting to keep everything inside. So it's going to be really kind of crappy because everybody's going to have this internal dialogue all the time of I should have said, I want to say, but not actively doing it.
Yeah. So what should people, if they are Gemini or Virgo, how could they go about in a gentle way? What would be like, what do you think would be the best way for
Get
them
it out of your head and just talk.
Like just bluntly, or
yeah,
go for it, just go for it?
Yeah. I'm a very big proponent of that. I think a lot of people waste their time thinking about what could happen. You know what I mean? Or worrying about what maybe one day possibly could come to fruition. But that's an imagination thing. That hasn't occurred yet. So you're thinking about something that hasn't even occurred. If that is a problem, if that is a concern, if that is what is bogging you down in the here and now, then just talk about it. Get it out. It'll make things so much easier. I have a bunch of people that are commenting, so I'm going to put them up here so I can see. Is there anything from Kristen? She passed away from this month. Yeah, at the second half, I'll be taking any kind of readings. So, yeah, definitely I'll hit you up, Penny, for sure. But, yeah, definitely. Hi, Miss Katie. How are you? Hello, Miss Julie. Nice to see you. But, yeah, it's gonna be a doozy for sure. But that's my recommendation, communication. And, Virgo is the queen of communication. They feel really fulfilled when they communicate. And that's why it's affecting Gemini and Virgo the most. So my strong advice is if you're thinking about it, just talk about it.
Yeah.
It'll make it so much easier for you. You have to find the balance between thinking and speaking. It can absolutely be a powerful time for you to manifest any goals, but not if you're just thinking about it. Action, action, action.
Yeah, I was guided by my guides and ancestors to definitely write it out, have a routine, have a plan, have a schedule, write it out. Like this is a good time to start planning if we haven't already. Even just by even if you want to plan out, manifest what you want in a year, 5 years, or what you want in the next 10 minutes. Do you want to spend the next 10 minutes calm down, or do you want to go spend it maybe walking, getting your energy up a little bit? It's just gonna be what you kind of really want your next moments to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like there's been a lot of people who confuse like new moon, full moon, what you should do, what you should plan, how you should handle that. Is there anything in particular? And I know we didn't talk about this beforehand. I was just like, hey, I want you to come on. But is there anything in particular that you like to do during those phases? Is Frankie on here?
He is. He's on the development page, and so it shows up.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Frankie. That's cool.
Yeah. What do I like to do? Sometimes I just sit around and wait. I'm kind of lazy like that, but then there are times where I put out, I think I'd like to start this. I like to start a new hobby,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe I just want to start meditating more. It's just, what do I need? What do I feel like I need? Do I need to reconnect with my family more? Start a new something at night, with my kids. Like, what do
Yeah.
you guys need? Or my husband, our significant others. Like, what do we need to do more with them? What do I need to do more to connect more? Um, Sometimes less. Do I need to do less? Always.
Yeah.
We don't always have to do more. We can always do less. Because
Yeah.
everybody's just stressed out all the time. All the
I
time.
agree.
I
I
don't care
agree.
who it is. Like, yeah, everybody's stressed. They, yeah.
But
So,
I think it goes right back to that of the, we're either thinking, I shouldn't say we, but I know a lot of people is either thinking about the past,
yeah.
yesterday. People are thinking about what happened yesterday, or they're worried about what's going to happen tomorrow. And it is that, living in yesterday or living in the possibility of tomorrow and missing out on today.
Yeah.
I feel like there's so many people that are truly missing out on today because of that, because they're, all in the mind,
God,
you know?
it's like you're kind of calling me out here. You're calling me on my spirit. I think you see me. You guys, she sees me. This is, well, not surprised, but yeah.
No, I just feel like that is so prevalent. That is so prevalent. And, you know, if I could give, to me, the new moon is new opportunities,
Mm-hmm.
you know? I like to go and just reset the energy in my house, make sure everything is, really nice and clear. And I typically do like all of my thorough cleansing, energy cleansing of the home at that time because I'm shifting into a completely new energy.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we're moving into Virgo, and I have, all my kids are adults, but that doesn't mean I don't have all these humans here that are,
Mm-hmm.
they have definitely their own thought processes, challenges within the human experience. And I'm like, no, that's not going to work. We're going to have to shift this.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have to shift this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I gotta put this up here because this is Frankie. So he's at the bridal store trying on dresses with Kelly. And if you are Frank, I want to see the pictures. I want to see the pictures of you trying on that dress
Yeah,
because
me too. Please,
oh, that's so great. That's so
please.
great. Oh, thank you, Lori. You're so awesome. Hi, Tom. How are you, love? Good to see you. Yeah. So, I mean, let's see who said this. Miss Katie. Need to take action for my manifestation too. Yeah. You know, now's the time to do it. We have that new moon that's coming up in a few days. Now is the time to really set goals. What do you want to happen? You have these few weeks coming. What do you want to happen after this new moon? Before the full moon? What are you anticipating? What are you in joyous anticipation of happening? What do you want that to look like? We imagine, I think most humans imagine all the horrible, awful things that may one day possibly happen. What if we took that and we changed that and we imagined all the cool stuff that would happen, all the beautiful possibilities, all the things that we really want? If we spent as much time focusing on that and really spending our energy into that thoughtful consideration, yeah, things would look so much different.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would look so much different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just got this picture. You were just saying. I feel like what we could focus on. I feel like, man, globally, if we all just like thought about empowering ourselves to heal one another, to lift one another up, just for these next 3 weeks, just light a candle and just focus your highest and best intent, on just sending out that love and making that happen for one another. I think that would, because I feel like there's something kind of pushing.
Yeah.
There is a huge push of negativity, coming, and I think it would be amazing if we all just could send out just positivity.
I think it's ironic that I'm in this field because I am such a realist. I am, very down to earth. I definitely am a left brain thinker, and it's that really sits oddly with metaphysics, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But my thought process is, if you were to write down everything in your life right now that you're saying, oh, this is not how I want it, this is not what I would like the outcome to be. If you were to write that down and then you were to write next to it all the things that you can change how you would perceive it or want it to be, and then write down all the things you can't change, that's going to give you a completely new outlet.
Yeah.
Completely, you're going to see it differently. There's no way you can't.
Yeah.
Because if you can physically or put energy into something to change, if I have to go do A, B, C in order to have this outcome, you'll do it, right? Because you have the plan right there. Okay, these are the things I need to do. But if you make that list and it's like, okay, I have no control over these things, then why the fuck are you worrying about them?
Yeah.
That's so much time wasted.
Yeah, a lot of people I think some people would say, well, hey, my family member, my lover, my best friend is going through this, and there is absolutely nothing I can do. So I worry for them every day.
Yeah.
What can we do for them? Like, can we manifest for them, or do we just pray for them and send?
So this is my belief, and my way is not the only way, nor is it the only right way. It's just my way. It's how I was taught, how I believe, and I can wish all kinds of things for you.
Mm-hmm.
I can want all kinds of blessings for you, but if you don't want them and you're not taking action to make them in your life, it's all for naught.
Mm-hmm. So they're blocking their blessing. They are blocking their blessings. I remember
Jody. Sure. If you're not open to it, how are you going to receive it?
Right.
Yeah. How in the heck can you ever receive it if you're not open for it?
Yeah.
So
if they don't want to change, it's for nothing.
And here's Miss Julie here. She says she has a ton of goals and she's such a procrastinator. And that is a lot of people. You're not the only one. I think COVID in general made a lot of people, not made, but I think that we became very complacent, If you think about it, it was, in this lockdown, we really didn't have to live up to a lot of expectations. Heck, I think for a solid year, people were in jammies.
Yeah.
A lot of people enjoyed the freedom of not having to do things. And I think some of that is really good. I think that's really good. I think it stripped away a lot of masks, and it made people be a little more authentic.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
However, I also think that it made us procrastinate because we're like, we'll get to it eventually, someday, maybe one day.
Oh, I'll get to those cobwebs, which are still there.
Hello, Miss Kristen. How are you? Good to see you. Let's see. She has another comment. COVID has messed up a ton of things. Never knew what was going to happen economically. Yeah, for sure. And I think that it really did put a lot of people in the position of just stripping away. That's the best term I can give, stripping away all the fake, all of the, I'm trying to put this face on so everybody will accept me for what I want to present. Mm-hmm. And that the funny thing is, a mask that you had to wear, out in public, you replaced it with a medical one. So there was nothing to show anyone, I heard so many comments from people that, they couldn't tell if people were happy or if people were sad or what they were thinking because they could not see anything beyond the eyes. And I think it made people really look at one another, really look and use that sixth sense. What are we feeling from that person?
Yeah.
What are we picking up?
Yeah.
So definitely made a lot of changes, but we're seeing the impactfulness of it now. I believe that very strongly. And I think that there is just the shift that has happened is pretty profound in folks. Yeah. And a lot of people are left feeling off balance.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry.
I was going to say, I think a lot of people have also found like their people, who they kind of what's the word? Really connected with at that time. Like,
yeah.
Who's their bestie? Who can I really rely on this time? Who's not, who does care, who doesn't care. And it made a difference because those connections then became real, true, and authentic, just like you were saying. And I think we kind of relied on one another more, and it was nice to have that comfort right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's what caused a lot of people to, I hate that term awaken, but to become aware of their innate sensibilities, their, if you will, their sixth senses, and I think that's why, because when you're stuck in a house with four walls and there's really not a lot that you can do, wherever you go, there you are. It's so funny. I had a student say that earlier today. It's hard to escape, when you have an issue, because wherever you go, there you are. And that's so absolutely true.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that made people really open up in ways that they were unaware of. And if you remember the year before, everybody, everywhere, there was memes about it. Everybody was talking about it's too people-y out there.
Ooh.
Yeah, there was so many people that were talking about it. It's too people-y. I don't like the people. And here we are in this forced shutdown for almost 2 years with no people. Mm-hmm. And nobody's saying that shit now. You know, nobody's saying that. They're like, no, let me just see a person. Let me see a person on the
Yeah,
street, you know.
I still know people who um, don't go to restaurants, are still wearing masks. They have, those health conditions, and
Yeah.
they still feel like they're missing out,
Oh yeah.
and they still want that connection besides just them, those two people living together.
Yeah.
They need more. So
Absolutely.
yeah, it's definitely taken a toll. Hmm.
Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree. It's just been very challenging.
Yeah.
So, but I was hopeful to give somebody out there that may need the advice that this new moon, what I highly recommend that you do is to sit down and make your goals. What do you
Mm.
want to change? You know,
Yeah.
write down what you can change, write down what you cannot change, accept those facts, and work towards those goals. That's what you should be doing this new moon. It really, truly is. And Virgos are so detail oriented, they are perfectionistics at heart. And, you know, here's an opportunity for you, if you are not having that quality in your life, for you to really harness that and have it work for you, you know, and really perfect those goals and attain those, because now is the time, you know, this is a great moon for you to work towards. If
Mm.
you have something that you have been putting on the back burner that you really want, it's time for you to pull that out and take a look at it and bring it up. Let that be your goal this year. This is what I'm going to make happen. You know, I think a lot of people are sitting back and they're like waiting for it to fall in their lap out of the sky. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Remember, the universe is your playground. How do you want to play? You know, do you want to play, or do you want to just sit back and watch everybody else? You know,
Mm-hmm.
nah, be an active character, be the main character, you know,
Mm-hmm.
harness it and take it for a ride. That's what I think.
God, I want to be Mighty Thor. That's who I want to be. Shoot.
Did you say Mighty Thor?
Mighty Thor. She's
That's,
Natalie Portman in the new Marvel movie, Mighty Thor. I can't remember the whole name of it, but man, that's who I want to be.
you know what, my kids, when they were younger, we used to go to the movies. Like, I think it was once a month or once every 5 or 6 weeks or something. We would go to the movies. It was like a big deal. And because I don't watch TV, so when you talk about things like that, my brain is like Mighty Thor. Okay, have not a clue where is she going with this
Oh no, no, it's
until you
okay.
said,
Now, I absolutely love TV and
uh-huh,
movies. Um, it's just last night, my husband and I, we were finishing up this Disney Plus show with Bear Grylls in it. It's something about challenges, and they have these celebrities come on. And so the first one was Nellie Portman, and she's in, I don't know, I don't know, but there's hills and mountains and really steep climbs. She goes down this like cliff, and she goes up a cliff, and she's doing these ropes, and gosh, she's amazing. And then she plays this amazing character in a movie. She kind of like makes
mm-hmm.
Thor look like a little ant, and from what I'm gathering, man, she just brings so much strength. Like that's
That's cool.
that's that's what I'm gonna. My goal is for strength, like mental clarity and strength.
That's really cool. Okay, so we're at the second half. Do you want to join me while we take some questions?
Sure.
I
Oh,
think
do
that
you
would
need to
be
do
fun.
your commercial break?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
See, you're working even though I have you up here. You're still working, reminding me. Yeah, so we're going to take a very, very, very short commercial break, and then I'm going to open the platform up to anybody who has any questions. Please feel free to join me. And because you are a guest, I am going to put it in the comments. See, look at that. See, isn't that cool? I actually did it by myself, Christine.
Oh, look at
Okay.
that.
So I'll be back in just 1 minute. Stick around. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. Okay. So I'm taking any questions with Miss Christine here, and we're taking any questions that you may have that are pressing in your life that you would like some insight into.
Well, what if we get back to Penny Hust?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, let me put that back up here. Anything from Kristen? Will she pass away this month? You know what? I feel like I hope I'm confusing this question. So I really want you to clarify that for me. Because if you're asking me, do I think that somebody is going to pass away? I mean, I really feel like every single person comes into this life with an expiration date. And, you know, I don't know if you want me to clarify that.
Yeah. Hey, Penny Hust, are you still in here? Are you still here with us? So if you can, give us a holler. Or if anybody else has a question or comment, you can leave it in the comments.
It's been definitely it's definitely quieter than usual.
Here she is.
No, she passed this month on 19th. Okay. So I think that's what I thought. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that, because I'm like, okay. So I think she's wanting us to connect with someone named Kristen that passed away on the 19th. So do you want to go first?
No, I'll follow. I'll follow.
Oh, you're following.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, Penny, we're going to put that to the side for a minute, and I'm going to wait for her to respond.
Because I have somebody here.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say, but I don't think that's Kristen. Yeah, I'm not, the name isn't lining up. So if you want to go, feel free to.
Okay. Well, so if anybody here can take this, I'll just I have like a biker woman here, and she's very strong, like the commercial built Ford tough is kind of what I'm getting. Like I have somebody wearing a leather jacket with like it's a sleeveless leather jacket and an American Eagle patch on their right side. Kind of a shorter haircut. I'm getting the month of March though for this person. Like either that's when they passed or for their birthday. Passed, but I feel like this is more like passing.
Yeah, that I know who that is.
You know who it is?
Yeah. That is Red. We called her Red.
Oh, so that's for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know.
I'll get to you later. Then I'll get that for you later.
Yeah, we called her. We called her Red. That's why I was like, the names aren't matching. The names aren't matching. Yeah. That one's definitely for me though.
Okay.
I do have Lori in the waiting.
Cool.
So I'm gonna bring her up here with us. Hello, Miss Lori. How are you?
Hello, Charli. Good.
Good.
I'm really hoping my mom's around.
Okay.
Janet.
So what is your mom's name?
Janet.
Did she have brown hair?
Yes.
Okay. So she's very loud. I'm sorry. So my ears are just popping. Did she talk very loud in life?
Not usually, no.
Yeah, she's very, very loud. Like my ear will not quit popping. It's so loud. Okay. So there's like 15 things going on all at one time. I'm sorry. My brain is just sorting through it a little bit. So she has brown hair, and I feel like she wasn't like super feminine. She wasn't somebody who was always dressed feminine or carried herself very feminine. I feel like she spoke her mind. She was straight shooter is what I call it. Like she got right to the point. She didn't dance around subjects. And I feel like, to be honest with you, she had a rough go at life, but she never wore it like a badge of honor. She just kept it to herself, and she kept charging forward.
Yeah.
And it was like, that's life. That's how life is going to do it. And you just have to put it aside and keep going and keep going.
Yeah.
And that's very much what I get from her. I'm so shocked she's not loud in life, because I swear to you, my ear will not quit popping.
Wow.
So she must really want to talk. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
My
no,
phone keeps
that's
going off.
great because I was getting roller coaster, like a loud roller coaster. Like she just has a huge message that she really wants to
Yeah,
get
it's
across
almost
to.
like she wants to say it so much so, like she's making sure, you know what I mean? That you get it. It's so loud, and I'm like, I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm hearing, you know, I'm your audience, babe. You know. So one thing is, I don't feel like she was very, and I mean no disrespect when I say this, but I don't feel like she was very emotional or very nurturing as a mother. I feel like that is something she regrets, that she wishes she would have been more nurturing as a mother, or she would have been there more in an emotional aspect.
Right.
She definitely recognizes that. However, she still firmly believes that that was what was necessary because she wanted to set you up successfully, and she didn't want you to be burdened by what life offers you. And she assumed that by having that type of demeanor, then you wouldn't get hurt. You know? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And I guess there's some squabbling in the family too.
Oh, big time.
Yeah. So, and again, she's very loud about this. Just, you know, stay clear. Steer clear. There's one person in particular. There's a woman that is drama, just drama in the family. I feel like, I'm going to be real honest. She's saying she stirs the shit pot. That's what she said. Okay.
Yep.
That's exactly what she said. So you want to just steer clear of it because I feel like it's going to blow. It's going to blow and it's going to be big. So just steer clear of it. Keep your nose out of it and let them deal with the fallout.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. She's also talking about a dog, about a little dog.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, you're making me count now. Does the month of June have significance for you?
My father and my brother were born.
Okay, because she's bringing up the month of June. Your brother was he going through some problems, troubles, trials?
Oh, always in life. And he's the one that's taken me to court. And
yeah, I think that's very evident.
he's got the bad sister with him.
You have to take it with a grain of salt. Mm-hmm. That's not going to change. Wow, I'm so sorry. I am literally feel like I'm being yelled at. I feel like I'm being yelled at.
I was 47 and my mom grounded me. So
oh, ooh, that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah. I had to wash walls.
That is fantastic. I endeavor to be like that. That's fantastic. I hope my kids would abide. That'd be great. You're washing walls. That's so awesome.
Yeah, I did too.
Wow.
That is great.
Good for you.
That is fantastic. Yeah, I feel like her message really is exactly what I said. Her message boils down to, she definitely acknowledges that she wasn't that, emotional, nurturing individual, and she recognizes that's what she wanted. But she also is acknowledging the fact she feels that she provided you with the skills that were necessary to kind of handle and tolerate life.
Yeah.
That there was a reason behind it. It wasn't because she was trying to be cold or mean or cruel. It was, she was trying to give you the best setup she could give you.
Yeah.
And as far as the family drama, stay out of it. Keep your nose clean. Let it blow up. Let them deal with it, and just stay away from it.
Well, it's kind of hard. I'm trying to buy my house, so.
I know. But there's something about this woman, like, just, she keeps bringing this up, even when I'm relaying it to you for the second time.
Yeah.
She keeps bringing this one particular woman up. So whoever that is, stay away from her. Yeah, just stay away. You can still fight for what you want. And you can take this for if this will make you feel any better. It's not over, right? You got a ways to go, but it's gonna work out just fine.
Yeah.
It's gonna work out. You already know. It's just the process of it seems to be
stressful.
Yeah. Really, I feel it has taken an emotional weight on you that you didn't have prior to.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I also feel that it made you see things for what they really are and not for what you wanted them to be, and people for who they are.
Yeah.
So, and it's better for you to see that now than to waste 10, 20 years on your life and then see it.
Yeah. I don't give like that anymore.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what I have. Do you have anything, Miss Christine?
Yeah, so she keeps showing me a chicken pot pie. But then she takes like a slice out of it, and then there's like these blackbirds within this pot pie. Now I feel like that's like a nursery rhyme, like reference.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know it very well. Do you know this rhyme?
I know of it. I have a book on rhymes that I read to my great granddaughter.
Oh, cool.
But I'm feeling like, okay, this is starting to come. So but there's also this Bob Marley song, like Three Little Birds or something like that. It's about not worrying about cares and just being of comfort. So I feel like she's trying to put this like this comfort, these worries, and knowing that you have comfort, people and things around you, like you have the resources and to gain this comfort that you've kind of been seeking for a while. Things have maybe kind of been a little bit on the sad side, a little bit on the depressive side, but you definitely have, I think, within family you have your pot pie.
Yes.
This comfort, you have that pot pie. So lean on that and serve a slice of that to yourself. Go seek it out. You have that. And she says that's really important. And pearls, she's showing me pearls. So pearls for me is, bringing out your, like when you want to be like feminine and you put on your pearls. It's okay to, want to look a certain way just for a while, maybe not forever, but she wants you to be to know that you can definitely have your moment in the sun if you want to, go out, get all
Drink
dolled
my
up.
stuff.
Yeah, treat yourself. That's what she wants you to do. Treat yourself and make yourself comfortable with your family.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, girls.
Thank you, Miss Lori. Have a fantastic day.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, somebody posted a question on here, but
That is Miss Katie. She is from the development group.
Okay. Why does it keep doing Facebook user? It's like teasing me. It doesn't give the name. Sometimes I get the name, sometimes I don't. It's so weird. Okay. If things will get better and when financially so this is, well, you have to make some changes. By January, you're going to have some changes that is going to alleviate some of that stress. But there has to be some changes financially. There has to be budgeting changes and realistic expectations. Like if you want a new car, you have to have the income to make the car, and you have to earn that income to make the car and budget it to get the car. That's what I mean by that. And I'm just using a car as an example. But yeah, I feel like in January, there's going to be financial alleviation. It's not significant, but it will alleviate some of the stress that is on you. But you're not going to go without. You're just not going to have an extra during this time. You're not going to be without. You'll still be able to, survive and have what you have right now. But it is a stressful time. I know. It's definitely stressful. But just some changes have to occur during this time. Budgeting. I've heard it 3 times. They keep telling me budget, budget, budget. So whatever you're spending extracurricularly, you're going to have to budget that a little bit better. I'm sorry, and I hope that that's not offensive. That I'm just repeating what I'm hearing.
I was getting a big book, a big planning book, like a budgeting book, like going through your checkbook, But right now it's like there's no planning, so I feel like there needs to be planning involved. Like this is perfect with the new moon coming up. Like that could be a goal, Like my goal is to budget this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the things. My kids are all adults, but that's one of the things I did with my kids is like, okay, this is how much you make. This is how much needs to go into a savings. This is how much your bills are, and what do you have left over? And then, really gauge, okay, if you had to stand on your feet and work for this or use your brain or whatever to work for this, is it really worth that? Mm-hmm. If you had to work, 4 hours for this one item, is it worth that? That's really how I presented budgeting to my kids. That's funny, right? It's like, that's how you have to look at it. Like I worked 82 hours for this. 82 hours, do the math. That's a lot of hours. Do you want to give that up? Mm-hmm. So, yeah. But it's been a fantastic show. Thank you so much for joining me. It was wonderful to have you up here.
Well, thank you for having me.
Hope that this new moon is just really beautiful for you, and it brings you all of your goals to fruition.
You too, Charlie. I know you've got some goals.
Yeah, absolutely. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Thank you, and I will see you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.